Roads are definitely not the place to relax. You have to be extra careful not to end up in a situation like a scene from Mission Impossible 7. Today, we're going to show you the biggest train collisions and mistakes ever caught on camera. Brace yourselves. Some maniac left a bike on the tracks, and here's the result. An SUV with a trailer got stuck on the tracks, and then suddenly, boom! The good news? The driver got out just in time, so no one was hurt. A bus broke down right on a crossing, but luckily the driver was waiting for help outside. Chilling footage of a passenger train crash in Hungary. I definitely wouldn't want to be a passenger on that ride. The derailment of freight cars looks absolutely insane. This looks like a cross between a toy train set and the real deal.
Of course, that's just gonna happen.
The fail of the year, dozens of Harry Potter fans waited for hours to see the Hogwarts Express, only to have their view blocked by a regular train. At first, I thought train drivers can act like deer in the headlights. But then I remembered it's the dispatchers who control the trains, so maybe the deer are somewhere in that office. In Mumbai, a train crashes into a buffer, derails, and wrecks part of the platform, forcing passengers to jump out while the train is still moving. London Underground passengers were terrified when a fire alarm went off due to brake dust mistaken for smoke. The automatic doors didn't work and people had to climb out through the windows in panic. At least this happened at a station and not while moving. When a train collides with a semi-truck, the train always wins. A guy with a trailer makes a fatal mistake driving onto the tracks. Fortunately, only the trailer got damaged. A Belarusian train derailed and its second part spun around, leaving cars on different tracks. This crash in Oklahoma wrecked 22 tankers. The most reliable railway in the world. A pantograph under high voltage put on quite the light show. A diesel locomotive blows out its exhaust stack. You definitely can't call this an eco-friendly sight. This tanker rolled downhill while being loaded with oil. The police blocked every crossing along the way, and the station workers scrambled to use anti-slip measures. Northern Paraná, Brazil, November 2, 2022. A pedestrian waits for a freight train to pass, but suddenly, something goes wrong, and a dozen cars start tipping over away from the terrified man. This is the view from a train driver's cabin. The train is speeding down the tracks and a truck ahead tries to risk crossing. The driver honks, but the truck keeps going. The crash is so real, you feel like you're behind the controls yourself. The truck driver's luck? Impressive. His brainpower? Not so much. Several freight train cars derail right before drivers' eyes and destroy a crossing. Luckily, the train was only going 7 to 10 miles per hour. This train definitely ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. In September 2023, Madrid experienced its heaviest rainfall in 30 years, so bad that even the metro system couldn't handle it, trapping passengers in a watery mess. They were later rescued, but it wasn't a pleasant experience. In London, a swan's 2-hour stroll along the tracks brought the underground to a halt. The bird provided to be elusive, but eventually it was coaxed off the rails and handed over to volunteers. Guess the feathery passenger didn't manage to buy a ticket to the nearest lake. Take your time, ma'am. I'll wait. One reason for an emergency tram stop? A manhole cover bouncing around from strong wind and pressure changes, not Ninja Turtles as some of you might think. While we're annoyed by the sound of trams outside, people in Ocala, Florida hear this and don't seem to mind. Is this a car-train hybrid? At least it can drive around obstacles. As a 6-year-old, I'd have been thrilled to find out there's a fire truck train. By the way, this is in Belgium if anybody wants to see it in real life. The Sandaoling Railway in China is famous for this train that puts on an incredible show with a million sparks. I hope the coal it's carrying doesn't turn to ash before reaching its destination. Think only humans ride the subway? Think again. I would not want to drive in Azerbaijan. It feels like this girl tried to pull a prank on the train driver. Good thing he managed to stop in time. The driver lost his equipment and trailer due to his own foolishness. It's unclear who this traffic light was flashing for. Another moment where you just want to say, too bad trains can't turn. No, this isn't the road to hell. It's just the grisly self-propelled train grinding out small defects in the rails.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive.
Is this a train or a ship? A Great Western Rail train clears the tracks in Saskatchewan, Canada, leaving behind fountains of snow. Canadian trains are about as scared of snow as penguins are of the cold. You see the tracks here? Neither do I. These are the former railway tracks of a gold mine in Indonesia, now turned into a daily transport route by locals. Safety first. Smart people say that rail sagging under a moving train is normal, but honestly, it looks a bit worrying.
You know, if you're gonna something all the way up.
Strong winds flipped containers during loading. I wonder how many people lost their jobs that day.
Go straight it.
A plane isn't exactly what you'd expect to see at a railway crossing. In Istanbul's metro, a drill mistakenly bored through not just the ceiling, but also the tracks. Looks like the driller got a little carried away. There are plenty of ways to wash your train. Or like this.